Morning, everybody. This is how we're trading today. We're gonna watch the candles like this. How's it going? Wow, what a active chat today. It's good to see everybody. It is good to see everybody. How's everybody doing today? Awesome. Doc's wife, Allison, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Welcome in. Stuart, good to see you back. Welcome in. Awesome. There is nothing we can do. Welcome. Pez, good to see you. How's your sleep schedule? Welcome in. PPI is in 30 minutes. Yeah, but we can still watch it. We can still have some fun. We can still watch it. It's like NFP, but on a smaller scale. Right? Orem, how you doing? Hanging out with Pez. How you guys doing? Awesome. Good to see you guys. Good to see everybody. Seal, how are you doing? How's it been since you joined up in the mentorship? You haven't slept for 20 hours? Jeez, Pez, you're crazy, man. Yeah, sleep when you're dead, as they say, right? Yeah. 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 Now, good to see everybody in. Good to see everybody today. Appreciate everybody being here. Yep, how you doing, Allison? Yep, gold is crazy. As you can see right now, massive volume on this candle. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that giant wick. It's huge. The only way you can see it is to zoom in all the way. Look at the wick on this candle. Look at that. That is a massive top wick. That's what we're looking for right there. Look at that wick. This is how we trade right here. Market maker secrets right here. Oh, talk about Java. Look at this beautiful thing. What would we do without iced coffee? Right? Look at that. Duncan, I'm accepting sponsorships for free coffee. They have the best coffee. You got yourself some macas. Yeah, good, Seal. Getting more confident in trades. Starting to actually journal. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, you're building data that you're going to come back and look. And now that you're in the mentorship, you'll really it'll start to click. And it'll basically shorten the amount of time it's going to take you to learn everything. Morning, Shibby. Good to see you, as always. Appreciate you being here. I like seeing the same people every day. It's excellent. It's excellent. All right, let me zoom out of this nonsense here. We do have PMI, I think. Sorry for the flashbang. I'm going to check news, so get ready. 3, 2, 1. All right, we have PPI at 8:30, which is in 27 minutes. But we're usually on stream here until like an hour after New York Stock Exchange opens. So we'll just wait through it. No big deal. I'd rather show up and hang out, see how you guys are doing, than skip it. Sylvia, hey, welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Sylvia. How you been? Yep. Zuma, good to see you. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here as well. How are things going? How's your playthrough of E33 going? Because mine is tearing me apart. It's so emotional. I missed Candace. Candace is here too. Is Candace in? Yeah, Candace is here. Morning, Candace. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it's good. It's super good. Super good. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, you finished it? Okay, no spoilers. I'm just in Act 2. I'm starting to learn a little bit more about Verso and his relationship with the bad guy. But I don't know much yet. What's going on, Nate? Good to see you. Welcome back to this wonderful world of candlesticks that we live in. We were watching Asia last night, Nathan and I, and it was just like we just couldn't catch a good setup. Every time gold looked like it was going to do something, it just fell apart. And we're checking that out. Oh yeah, Verso would become. That's right. yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's probably one of the best games I think I've ever played. It's a story. It's just absolute cinema. If you guys are wondering what we're talking about, it's a game called Expedition 33, and it is fantastic. It's the kind of game that you play. You play it for the story. You play it for like the movie aspect of it, but it's so powerful that you don't want to play any other game after it. It ruins every other game. It's so good. Yeah. How's your guys' trading journey going? Anybody get any payouts? Anybody passing new accounts? What do you guys think about that new Top Step function? I think it's pretty sick. I really like the idea of not paying an activation fee. I don't know what's going on with my music today. It will not. I'm gonna restart the music here. It's having some issues. Yeah, it's dope. Oh, I love this song. Okay. Games are dumb. Yeah. Warzone. Yeah. I wish I could take back the days I played Raid Shadow Legends. That game. I just hit a point where I said, I'm done. I'm done. But sometimes when you're staring at candles, you got nothing else to do. You're gotta do something, right? Yeah, we were just, in case you guys missed it, check out this top wick on this candle. Look at it. It's massive. Look at that. Look at that massive top wick right there. Morning, Mitch. How you doing? Ali, welcome. How to control over trading? It's a great question. It's a great question. Best way to control over trading is to set limits for yourself. Oh, you got 2 payouts from Apex. Nice. Well, it sounds like you're good then. Sounds like you're in good shape. You had a breakthrough today, Stuart. I left along because of what I've learned from you guys, and it was a fake out. Never felt so good to be out of a trade. Oh yeah, they have a saying that it's better and feels better to be out of a trade wishing you were in a trade than to be in a trade wishing you were out of a trade. We have that same saying in aviation. Better to be on the ground wishing you were flying than be flying and wishing you were on the ground. That's truth. Size don't matter. I trust you, Pez. I trust you know what you're talking about. Man, we got 28 people in here. This is awesome. Good to see everybody. Yep, good to see everybody. If you guys don't mind, throw a like in the stream. Appreciate it. It helps YouTube. Let others know, hey, guess what? There's a party going on over here. You might want to check it out. Better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. I like that one too. That one's really good. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one. That's an old one. That goes way back. That goes way back. I don't know what you just said, Pez, because I'm too dumb to understand it. That's funny. Yep, we got PPI. We're just kind of watching through that. I I like it because gold is, as you can see, is a little stuck in this range here, moving sideways. So, get the AED out. Let's shock the hell out of gold and get it moving, because it's having a cardiac arrest. That's sick, Brian. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Good to see you. No, you're not late. You're fine. Late? You're never late. Yeah. Trying to be fat, trying to be skinny. There is a thing called skinny fat, right? So you gotta watch out for that too. Which one is better, Bullinox or Top Step? They're pretty much the same, Ali. It's really a preference. If you're interested in getting a Bullinox, I've got a code right here, 85% off, right there. They give me a couple bucks if you get an account, whatever, which is nice. But if you go with Top Step right now, Top Step has a no activation fee option, which I think is really cool. But you got to pay more. Yeah, you got to pay more. Exactly, Allison. You got to pay a little bit more. But Top Step has been the preference for people who are a little bit more advanced. Bullinox, when you're getting started, the accounts are cheap. You can get multiple accounts for like less than $100, especially when they're on discount like this, when they're 85% off. You can get several, and then you can just learn. And that's the best way, in my opinion, to do it. And right now I'm on Bullinox. You can see in the corner, way up there, you can see my account in pink. But I'm at some point I'm guaranteed I'm going to switch to Top Step. I've already got these Bullinox master accounts, so I'm just going to continue with those since I already paid for them and see how that goes. And then, I'll probably switch to Top Step at some point. Depends. Better be hustling, wishing you were being lazy. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one too, because when you're just laying around and you're being lazy and there's nothing to do, you just kind of feel like you're dying, and you just, I gotta get up and do something. you know? Yeah, exactly, Seal. Top Step changes for sure. I'm gonna switch over. Yep. Sure. You can have this one. You can have that one, Pez. Yeah, I got bad allergies. Pez with the wisdom nuggets. Keep dropping wisdom nuggets. Or fortune cookies. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right. 15 minutes until news, but we'll take a look at gold on the higher time frames here. See what we got going on. Pez, you're the kind of dude I want to go to a hockey game with and just have a good time. Because I love going to hockey games. I know you're big into hockey. I think it would just be sick if we could go to a hockey game. I'd love that. Heck yeah. Oh, I love it. My team is the Colorado Avalanche. So one thing I love about hockey is that we play with Canada, which is cool. But my team's always been Avalanche since I was a wee young lad. And then now that I'm in Florida, I like to watch the Tampa Lightning. They've been doing all right. Yeah, I actually met man, my brain sucks this morning. What's his name? Like my favorite hockey player. I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. I don't know. Joe Sakic. Jeez, gosh, what's wrong with my brain? I met Joe Sakic and he signed my t-shirt. He signed it right here while I was still wearing it. It was sick, man. I was like 10 years old. They just won the Stanley Cup and I was over the moon. I'm like, oh, it's Joe. Maybe he'll sign it. And he was the coolest dude I've ever met. And he just signed my t-shirt right here. It was sick, man. And that was when they're really good. Patrick Waugh, Joe Sakic. That's when they started. That's when they started the massive rivalry with Detroit. Jeez. And I was just, every single game was just so good. And then they won the Stanley Cup again a few years ago, and I don't know, just every now and then they just really just kick ass. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm a big Avalanche fan. I'm trying to see. Somewhere around here I have some Avalanche gear. Yeah, whatever. All right. Yeah, Patrick Waugh, yeah. And then I think he's coach now, I believe. I can't remember. Man, one of the best goalies I've ever seen. Oh, gotta watch him live. I just get chills thinking about it. Yeah, Nathan McKinnon, yeah. Yep. How many trades did you take today? And you please explain? Haven't taken any trades yet, Ali. Still waiting for a good price structure. Gold's moving a bit sideways. Had a bit of a pullback. We had a big long streak of green, and then it consolidated for several weeks, and then it moved again. Now I feel like we're going to be consolidating again. 1 hour moving sideways. So we've got these ranges here. You see, I got gold ranged out. We got this big range that it's moving sideways, and then it likes to right in the middle. You see this right in the middle? It's got this range that it keeps returning to, and then it's got this range down here. You have this big range, and then you have a small top range, a small middle range, and a small bottom range. So right now it's in the small middle range. Oh, your brother got a, oh, that's sick. Oh, I miss my old hockey stick. I ended up getting rid of it. Yeah, that's sick, Pez. My sister and I would watch the Mighty Ducks so many times I could just about recite it. Yeah, oh yeah. One of my favorite actors too. I can't ever say his name. He was also in, man, my brain, I can't remember anything this morning. God, what the hell was he in? The movie about the Old West in New Mexico. Somebody, yeah, Emilio Estevez. Jeez, thank you. My brain, I see his name, but I can't say the words. Yeah. Clint Eastwood? No, Emilio Estevez. My favorite line from that Western is, we're in the spirit world. They can't see us. It's like after they do peyote. It's a really funny scene. Young Guns, that's it. Thank you. Gosh. Yeah. I'm not firing on all cylinders just yet. Young Guns. Yeah, so that's how I've got gold ranged out. That's how gold's moving right now. So since we're in the middle range, what's probably going to happen, gold is going to leave this middle range. It's either going to drop into this lower range or it's going to drop into this upper range. Which one? I don't know. Maybe return to this area. Hard to say, but we just got to watch it. The best thing to do here is just to block out your ranges and watch gold move almost like lanes on a highway, right? So, you know, then we can kind of get an idea of where it's going. If it consolidates here for a while and starts to move up, well, then that means it's going to get into this area. So that's a good way to take a look at gold before you start trading it. Let's take a look at NQ. Or let's look at MES. Cough will not go away. Looks like it's moved up quite a lot and then had a bit of a pullback. Looks like overall it's moving down, creating lower highs. So we had this move here on ES/NQ, this move here, and then a little bit of a pullback, and then this big move, and now it looks like we're having a little bit of a pullback. So I would say I'm bearish on NQ and MES to come back down into this area. But we'll go back to watching gold for the moment. 4 hours moving up. Could get a nice 4-hour type 2. I'll be looking for that at 10 o'clock. Hey Adrian, good to see you. Chakra. How you doing, man? No one knows my real name. It's Perry. Damn it. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Instant. Damn it. What's a type 2? Type 2 is a reversal that we trade in the mentorship. Basically, here's a good example of a type 2 right here. You have a drop in price. In this example, you have a drop in price. The candles weaken. This one should be a little weaker, but it's weakening. Then you have a major rejection off of a level, and it fires back up, and then we're able to take the next trade, the next candle. What's going on, Plem? Good to see you. William, welcome in. Both of you, welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, Dan's always leaking it out. Yeah, that's right. And then it doesn't help that we're his students too. So, yeah, man, just hit 100 subs. It was quick. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was sick. Thank you to everybody who subbed to the channel. Everybody here, appreciate you very much. Show up every day for you guys. A lot of you guys show up every day for us, and it's incredibly awesome, and appreciate it very much. So thank you guys for being subscribers. At some point we'll be able to do, I don't know, we'll be able to monetize on my other channel, but we'll be able to like take it further. Right now, when you have 100 subs, it's YouTube basically considers you a nothing burger. But I know the journey of beyond the subscriber limit and all that stuff, but it's not about subscribers, it's about consistency, and it's about showing it up. Oh, thank you Allison, I appreciate that. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in learning YouTube. I actually went to business conferences. I met Gary Vaynerchuk. I went to his conference. It was sick, man. I learned a lot about YouTube. All right, Peds, you can unsub and then resub. And that'll count as a new guy. Yeah. But yeah, so that's a 4 hours. So we'd like to see something similar here. Maybe we'll see. Pretty weak candles. This is probably going to give us a type 1 instead, which is a continuation. Yeah, Gary V he's a cool dude. Yeah, I went to Grow the Video in Las Vegas in 2022, and also met Sean Cannell, if you know who he is, and his entire team, and they're all about learning how to grow a YouTube channel. And if you're ever interested in building a YouTube channel, I highly recommend using their team. That's funny, Nathan. Yeah. Gold broke resistance but didn't wick back down from the breakout candle. No entry. Yeah. We're also waiting for this news candle right here to get through this news candle. PPI. Which happens in 5 minutes. So. Yeah. Yep. Pez just said it. What we'll do for fun is watch NQ as well. You want to watch 2 charts at the same time, link the first one, unlink the second one, click here, oops, and then type in your ticker, like lean hogs if you want to watch lean hogs. Yeah, maybe we'll watch lean hogs. You can actually trade live cattle on here if you didn't know that. What is lean hogs? HE? No. Yeah, there you go. You can trade pigs. And guess what? You know they have like Wagyu beef, right? They massage the cattle, and then when they eventually, and they're grass fed and everything, and when it eventually gets to your plate, it's nice and juicy. Well, you know what? I want to start a farm, and we take our pigs and we massage them in the finest Canadian maple syrup. Because then when it hits your plate, it's already maple bacon. Think about that. And Pez is going to provide the he's going to provide the syrup. There you go. There's hogs. You can trade my maple pigs right there. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he's not. I don't know if he's by a forest or not. Yeah, he's got to be by the ocean, which means he'd be by a dock, so that they can maybe get some imports, exports. Pez is the guy that's standing there when the export truck with all the maple syrup is going to the dock, and when the driver gets out of the truck and he goes over into the woods to relieve himself in a smoke. Pez is the guy who jumps in the truck and steals the truck. He steals the maple truck. Ah. So I think Pez has plenty of maple syrup. Oh man. I've watched way too many mafia movies. Oh, it's funny. Yeah, you got away with it. Yeah. Orem says I've seen it. That's right. Orem's the guy who put the pistol in the bag, right? And said, "Here, you're gonna need this. Here you go. Just keep it in the bag while you're holding it. Hey, keep it in the bag there." Oh, jeez. Stupid. I love it. This is why we show up, for a good laugh, When I visited Canada to go skiing, we had a Dusty's burger. Maple bacon changed my life. Oh, haven't had a decent burger. Yeah. It's funny, you come to North America if you're not from North America, and people are like, "What? You put maple on your pork, whether it's sausage or bacon," they think you're crazy. And yeah, it's just what we do. We love it. I'll put syrup on bacon, syrup on sausage, pancakes. Oh man, it's my favorite. What happened there, Sylvia? If you care to share, or are you just trolling Pez? Yeah. Yeah, Sylvia, you got a payout from what I remember. You got a payout, which is awesome. Yeah, she's trolling. But hey, getting a payout is good. Very good. Awesome, man. We got lots of people in here today. Appreciate everybody being here. Here's my Pez Junior. I have a Pez Junior. He's right there. I want to set up a Pez Junior for YouTube, but I don't know if you can do that. I think you can. Pez, are you cool if I drop your Discord in for people to join? I don't have a Discord, but I know you're trying to grow yours, so, but I wanted to ask you first. Yep, sounds good. Okay. The Discord section that I'm in, is that open to everybody? Because I don't want to, if you have a super secret one, I don't want to drop that one in. Streamlabs, yeah, I might have to do Stream Elements or Streamlabs. Do you remember our agreement? Yeah. Yeah, gold is getting ready to pop here. News candle. Let's see. Let's see, I'm trying to share. I might not have a link being a member. We'll see though. Yeah, Pez has his own Discord channel. He's crushing it. Yeah, Poland's a cool place, man. I haven't been to Poland, but I've been to Iceland, and Iceland is unbelievable. Iceland's the only place you can basically see volcanoes going off in the background and then stand on a beach. And the beach is made out of black sand. A funny story. I went to Iceland, and I got off the plane, and when I got off the plane, I went into the little shop at the airport, and I saw this hat. It was really nice, like, I don't know, really warm hat, fur, and all that stuff. And it was like, oh, this is $35. Heck yeah, I'm buying this. This is a sick souvenir. So I bought it. Got home a couple weeks later, realized I realized that I didn't check the conversion rate, and I ended up spending like almost $200. I should be good. Everything here's on my end is good. Yeah, we're good. Moral of the story, when you go to another country, check your conversion rates, your currency rates, because what's $35 in one $35 in one country is not $35 in another country. Yeah, we got a news candle right now. It doesn't look like it's reacted too much. Yeah, it's not really that critical of news, I guess. I'm trying to find the share link, Nathan. I don't know if I can share other than just straight up inviting people, which I'd have to select specific people. So, if you want, Pez, I can pin it, or if you want to drop it in the channel, go for it. I don't know if people will be able to click on it if you put it in there, but if you want to, feel free. Just trying to find a good shareable link. Once I get it, I'll write it down. Yeah, Discord confuses me. There's just everything in there, and I'm just like, where I'm lost. Every time I get into Discord, I'm lost. Here we go. Okay, got it. Awesome. Thanks, Pez. Yeah, I'm going to put it in the chat, and I'm going to pin it. So you guys, this is Pez's Discord. Jump in if you haven't seen it yet. That's his Discord link right there. It'll be pinned at the top. There you guys go. Cool. Yeah, and Pez is doing some, yeah, my charts freeze when I open up another window. It's really dumb. Yeah, absolutely, Pez. And I know you're doing some community stuff soon, too. So I wanted to shout you out here so you can get, more people in. And that way you feel like what you're putting out there is actually being seen and all that good stuff. Just nothing worse than streaming to a dead audience, right? Actually, it's not that bad. I've done it. I've streamed with nobody in here before. I've done it. When I first started streaming, nobody knew anything or who I was or anything on my aviation channel, and I was like, I guess I'm teaching to myself here, and then it got watched later and all that stuff. But yeah, good, excellent. Sweet. Yeah, we're just kind of, this is a news candle, doesn't really seem to have that much impact. Looks pretty dead right now. So that's good. Get it out of the way so we can actually trade. But yeah, if we can get out of this range right here and get up into this next range up here, I think that would be good. Looks like it's moving that way, but there's a good chance it'll just bounce off of this resistance and come back down, which is fine. We can maybe catch a type 2 coming back in. If not, we'll look for a type 1 and a closure. We'll look for a closure above this resistance and continue. Would like a little bit of red on the way because we basically came all the way from support. So I'd like a little bit of red to just solidify that level. Oh, you're watching from Tanzania. That's sick. Welcome. Yeah, welcome in. Welcome in, Josh. Yeah, like I said, my charts freeze when I open up a other window. It's weird. Excellent. Yeah, best thing we can do is show up every single day. Win, lose, or draw, we're here. Awesome. You got it. Appreciate you subscribing. Yeah, good to have you on board. Welcome in. Awesome stuff. Yeah, we trade New York every day. Every day. New York session. I'm going to do another flashbang here. I'm going to open up a web browser. So if you're watching in the dark, get ready for a bright screen. 3, 2, 1. Flashbang. For New York, here's babypips.com. This is what we use to track sessions. You can see New York opened right here at 8 o'clock New York time, Eastern time. And it goes all the way through 4 o'clock. And the reason why this session is so good is because it overlaps London plus New York Stock Exchange opens at 9:30. So that we trade this session every single day live on stream. And then Perry in the Discord link there, he'll trade Asia and Sydney. Or actually not Sydney, just Asia. This one right here. I wish Sydney was a fire session because then we could start trading earlier, but I know some guys trade it, but I don't. I never really find anything, Plus, if you look down here, it's hard to see because of my overlay. But if you look, oh, there we go. You can see here's the volume. Right, we're moving into high volume. We're already in high volume, but we're moving into the highest volume. And then it just kind of falls off afterwards. But then it picks up a little bit in Asia. This is where we trade right here. When Tokyo opens. So, yeah. If you guys are trading New York, I highly recommend. This happened yesterday. At 1 o'clock, from 12 to 1 o'clock, I say this every day. 12 to 1 o'clock in New York time is lunch. Stay out of New York between 12 and 1 o'clock. But as soon as 1 o'clock hits, watch the markets from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. You'll almost always get a setup. Almost every day I find a setup. Or very, very close to a setup between 1 and 2 o'clock New York time. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so good. See if I can find an example. I think there was one on NQ. Or no, MES. Let's see. Sometimes you don't get, let's see, where, I don't know if it was yesterday. I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. Check gold. Oh, this is what it was. There wasn't a setup. It was a volume increase. So this was lunchtime in New York. You see this here on the screen? This was lunchtime in New York in gold. Just choppy garbage, right? And then, boom, it woke up after lunch. It's like everybody comes back from lunch. They get back into their seats. They start trading again, and boom, big volume. Now, there was no setup here because, well, there was almost a setup, right? This would have been a nice, this candle engulfed that one. But the wicks, there's no wicks. I couldn't have done anything. If you don't have wicks, you can't take that trade. But this could have been a nice entry. Given some wicks here, I was watching this one. I would have loved to take this. Oh, it would have been so good. Yeah, we sometimes will call out setups. Yep, absolutely. Yep, we'll talk about. The longer you're here, you'll find why we take certain trades or not. And we basically, myself and a few people in the chat here are students of Daniel Holmes' mentorship. And we basically, his vision was to start trading and then have a mentorship and then have his students go out and basically continue the process. Like, we've all left the nest in a way, and now we're trading on our own. And he's like, if you guys wanted to then start mentorships and you can make money from there, this is kind of how he set it up. So for me, I probably will never have a mentorship. I just want to live stream and create short content. I like live streaming and I like short content. I've done everything else and it's just too much. It's too exhausting for me. I don't have the time. or let's say I don't want to do that. Although I probably could make a lot of money in a mentorship, but I don't know. It's a huge responsibility. Sorry for that. Tried to mute it in time, but I missed it. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Nathan. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, he's cool. He's really cool. Looks like NQ still ranging here. Big move now that this could be the news candle here. Yeah, I really want gold to get out of this range. We got New York Stock Exchange opening in about 45 minutes, so we'll see how. I haven't caught anything in New York up to New York Stock Exchange in like 2 weeks. And then the stock exchange can be kind of wild and then maybe catch a setup after that. But I don't know. New York has been a little tough lately. I don't know what's going on. It could be the government shutdown and all that stuff. The stock markets have been down and a lot of tech companies have been struggling. I don't know what's going on. Stupid world. Figure your crap out so we can trade again. Like, come on. No, I know some depends on your setups and your systems. I know some people can justify trades, but I don't like to justify trades. I'd rather disqualify trades. I disqualify a trade, and when I hit a point where I'm like, man, I can't disqualify this trade, that's when I take it. That's when I'm like, all right, this is a banger trade. This trade has a high probability of success, and if I take it, I'm, about 70 to 80% chance I'm going to win this trade. And if I lose, it's a probability loss. It just, something in the market, somewhere in the world, something happened, and it didn't play out. Which is okay. I'm all right with taking that trade. I'll put that loss in my journal every single day because that means I took the correct trade. If you make it about the money, then you're going to probably lose it. But if you make it about the trade and the correct execution of the trade, then you're playing a different game. You're playing a game of probabilities. And that's the key. That's what we're taught. And so I've made the mistake of making it about the money, and I've just completely fallen apart. And I've basically gone on tilt and about blown the accounts. I have blown qualification accounts on that. As soon as you scale back, you stop forgetting about the money, you just focus on the trades. For me, that is where my win rate goes up. But that doesn't mean everybody is that way. I'm trading on what's called Project X, and it is through Bullinox. They have a code right here that they gave me if you want to use it. Bullinox 85% discount code. So if you're interested in getting a really, really cheap account, basically a throwaway account, you can use that code there. You don't have to, but it does give me they give me a little bit of a kickback for sending you to their website. Call it an affiliate link, whatever. So they gave it to me. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I was like, I'll put it on stream. Why not? What do I got to lose? So right now, news candle just finished, and we are waiting a little bit for, it didn't really have a big reaction, but we're waiting for some good price structure. If this NQ, we're in the middle of this range, which I hate taking trades in the middle of a range here. Especially if this decides to reverse and go up, I just don't like doing it in the middle. The probability is extremely low. I'd rather this maybe continue and then bounce off of a major support or resistance. You made 15K on Profit Trader, and at the moment I start making about the money and not the trade, start becoming very impatient and blow up accounts. Yep. Yeah. You got it. That's exactly right. And let's be honest, we're human, right? It's hard to keep remembering that. You have to keep yourself accountable. It's a discipline. You have to keep that front and center. So what I've done is I've printed my rules and I've put them on the wall behind the camera here. And I put my certificate on top there. So it basically shows the only way that I can get that certificate and keep it is in order that it stands on a foundation of my rules. And I have 2 pages of rules that I have to follow. And trust me, it's easy to break them. It's easy. Very easy. Cool. MES, M, and Q looking very similar. You know what? I'm gonna put a poll in the chat just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. I'm going to throw a poll here. So feel free to vote if you're interested. Which ticker do you like most? And when I say like, I mean, which one do you prefer to trade? Which might be different than what you do trade. And then I'll tell you guys what my favorite is. Gold is moving quite a bit here. Really want to get some red. Even if it breaks out of this resistance, but it has basically moved from support, I need to see some red here. I need to even red. If this candle that we're on right now were to form red, that would be nice, because then the next one maybe possibly come and close outside this range. That's good. I like that. What I don't want is for it to close right at the range. We were on stream yesterday, and I don't remember who it was, like somebody possibly, but I had this resistance level here for like 4 candles back, and the candle came all the way up to the resistance, stopped exactly at the resistance that I had marked an hour later, and then came back down. And one person in chat was like, holy crap, I can't believe that happened. They were like super impressed that I predicted where it was going to be. And I told them I just based it on previous levels. This is a respected level. This is an area that price will have a reaction. Whether it's going to break through it or whether it's going to bounce off of it. It's going to do something when it gets to this level. So that's why we mark our resistance. And then down here I have support. And so honestly, a trade below here would be good too, because we have a lot of range, open, clean range down here. Hey, what's going on, Tim? Yeah, it sounds good. Welcome in. Hopefully we get some good setups. That's right. I know it's been a little, New York has been a little tough to find good setups lately. See how much range we have here. If NQ would close similar to what we have right now, we have a little bit of range for, well, actually, no, we don't. Never mind. I was going to say we have a range for a sell, but we have a major level right here. And there. Yeah. NQ is, watch, NQ is going to bounce off of this line. Because you can see these wicks. Not only did it bounce right here, but it also created a couple of bottom wicks, but it also tried to break through, said nope, fake out, breakout, basically. It came in and then reversed, which I call that a fake out. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bottom wicks. So this is a major respected area right here for NQ. It definitely does not want to break through this level. It tried, but it failed. So this is price action. This is how we read the candles every single day. We don't need indicators. We don't need Bollinger Bands. We don't need SMAs. We don't need VWAP. We don't need any of that junk. Because this is how price action traders read stock market, based on red and green candles. And it's that simple. And once you start learning it, and once you start trading, you'll never go back. You don't need indicators. It's all based on old information anyways. This is it right here. Yeah, they do have an activation fee, but most people never get that far. To be honest with you, Most people never get that far. And Top Step is doing a thing right now where they have no activation fee, which is a smart business model in my mind, because they are they're banking on people blowing accounts. You know, it's just how it is. And so most people never get to the stage where they're going to activate an account. So they're going to make more money, which is smart for the business model, and they're a better company. So I think that what they're doing is good. I like the idea of no activation fee. Besides, you buy an account for like $50, and I think their activation fee was like 140 or 150 bucks, something like that, US dollars. So you're going to spend $200 for that account as opposed to 80. I'd rather pay 80. So it for somebody who is already a trader, somebody who already knows what they're doing and is set up for success, that's better. That's just better. And you know, Bullinox, yeah. And a lot of people are switching. It's too bad all this on NQ. It's too bad all this junk was right here, because this is a nice setup for a continuation down on NQ. If this was clean over here, we'd be taking an NQ sell here, but it's not. So we have to respect this area. Gold looks like it's having a reaction off this resistance. It's come up to this resistance, tapped it. Like I said, I called it, didn't I? I said I want this candle to finish red. And it looks like it might. Once you start spending too much time on the markets, you're able to start predicting it a little bit, which can get you in trouble, so be careful with that. But you can at least start anticipating, if this happens, then I'll do this. If this happens, then I'll do this. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you, man. Yeah, things are going good. It's a good day. No trades yet for me this week. I just have not found the setup that I want to take. And so we're just waiting. We're just waiting. All right, let's see. Got 21 votes on the poll here. So let's see the results. Look at that. Everybody is a gold diggers. Bunch of gold diggers in my stream. Nah, it's good. Yeah. It's funny because anybody guess what my favorite is? Gold, NQ, or S&P 500 ES? Let's see how many people here know me. What's my favorite? Which one do I talk about more than anything? GJ. Tim, you are on to something. Tim is on to something. NQ. NQ closed here. Let's see. So NQ and MES closed differently. Not much, but just a little bit, yeah. But like I said, it's going to have a reaction off this level. The correct answer is MES. MES is my favorite. I don't trade it as often, but MES is my favorite because NQ can really, I don't know, NQ can really just tear you up because it can move so much and so fast. And whereas NQ will bounce, MES will slowly move like this, and it's a little bit better, in my opinion. It's a little less harsh. They move together. They're not the same, but they move together. But I like MES because it's a little bit safer in my opinion. Oh, you got some crazy storms, Allison? Yeah, right now we're out of storm season, but normally we have very violent storms. Man, look at price action on gold. It is so just ugh. It is weakening, which is nice. Maybe we'll get ourselves a reversal. But right now it's looking pretty rough. We have another news candle at 10 o'clock, which is when the 4-hour closes and the 1-hour closes. So I would anticipate 1 hour from now we're going to have some major volume. And stock exchange opens in 30 minutes. So I don't like to hold trades through stock exchange, and I typically don't take the opening candle because it can be very violent. This NQ play is exactly this. If you want to know, anybody who wants to know a type 1, what is a type 1? We're looking at it right now. The problem though is there's levels to the left here, which is more of an advanced concept. These levels are where there's going to be a reaction, but this is what it looks like. You have a major color candle. You would really like to have a bottom wick here. Then you have a candle. The next candle is the opposite color. It reverses and closes small in the direction, right? Price was once here and now it's moved back down. You have this small closure. Then the next one, if you get a little bit of a wick up, excellent. And then it continues. Beautiful trade right here. Take this as many times as you can. Just be careful. Right now, the reason why I'm standing it down, why I disqualify it, because of all this junk to the left. It's too choppy. There's a level right here. There's a bunch of bottom wicks. I have to respect this to keep me safe. Because this could hit that level, fail, and then not continue. It's possible. So time in the market will give you that read. And price action is really what teaches you that. Otherwise, I'd be taking this right now. Maybe we'll get ourselves a reversal here on gold. We'll have to see. We get paid to wait. As Mr. Holmes always says, we get paid to wait. And it's true. Ooh, gold is moving. Look at that. If it stops about right there, we'd be in good shape. Just don't go any further, gold. Check the high time frame for I want to look and see if there's a trend. Doesn't look like it's trending really in one direction or the other. Since last night it's been moving up, but then it reversed. Current 4-hour candle is green. It could flip and drop. We have the 1 hour and the 4-hour candle both closing in 53 minutes. So I'd like to see gold do something here. We might get an opportunity for a type 2 sell, but gold will do this, right? We're 8 minutes a little too early. It'll just melt, and then I can't do anything with that. It's moved too much. This NQ play would have been good. No, I'd love to take that. If it had been just better. That's like I would say that's it's like a C+ setup. C+, maybe B setup. We left NQ because of all of these. See all these rejection wicks to the left? So to sell NQ, you're selling into this rejection. And there's a level here. There's a level right there. So let's see if there's a level there. And then if you come all the way to the left, there was a level right here, which is also right here. So really have 3 levels right here. So if NQ is able to break through this level and get down here, that's good. But I have a feeling the story that's been told so far is that NQ does not want to break this level. Yeah, exactly. Better safe than sorry. Now, sure, could I have caught 50 ticks? Yeah, maybe. But there's just no room there. Quick rat scalp, possibly, but I don't know, there's just not enough room. Yeah, 50 ticks maybe. So, if you went heavy, you could get out in 10 ticks or so. It's not a bad I mean, if you're just like, I just want to get in and get out, you could do that. But it could reverse on you. It could not play out. But yeah, I would have been in that trade if there wasn't all this junk to the left. Exactly, Stuart. Yeah. Because you know what? Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. When you take a trade, and let's see if I can find an example where you're just like, I can't unsee this now, of a beautiful trade. Let's see if I can find an example real quick. The charts are going to freeze while I'm doing this. Here we go. Found it. Okay, check this out. Textbook trade. Textbook right there. Oh, why are you okay? I don't want to see my own face. This is what I want. This is when you see this, you have to take it, right? Yeah, that's funny, wasn't it? This is why it's worth waiting for. This is your textbook type 2 trade right here. And when you see it, you can't unsee it. And then all you want is that. You crave it. At least for me. And I'm like, oh, this is just what I'm waiting for. This is what I'm waiting for right here. Nice level. Weakening. Had a top wick here. Another top wick there. Reversed. This candle engulfed that candle with a bottom wick. The next one had a top wick for a retest. Flipped red, and ride this puppy down. You get in about right where that candle ends is your entry. Gone. Sell that thing. You sell this right here that you have a 80, probably a 90% chance of winning this trade. Why take anything else? So that's just my analysis of it. And once you've taken that and you win on it, you just can't justify anything else. It's such a beautiful trade. A plus type 2. Yep, that's an A plus type 2. So now let's look at what we're looking at right here. In comparison to what we're looking at here, there's a couple of issues. Really, that top wick isn't there. The top rejection wick. Is the green here weakening? It got really weak there, and then it got strong again, and then it got weak again. So now this is not, I would not consider this a textbook. It has created a bottom wick, which is nice. The next candle might create a nice top wick. Reverse. I would say that would be about if that happens, we're looking at like a B plus setup. So now we're talking probabilities. What's the probability that if I take a sell here, I'm going to win that trade? 60 to 70%. So then you have to make the decision. I'm like, if I'm going to take this trade, 60 to 70% is still good. Maybe go light. Go one contract or two contracts. And that way, if it doesn't work out and it reverses on you, then you don't lose very much. Yeah. Yep, Stuart, exactly. It works best on gold, but it does work on NQ. It works on whatever the Forex. I don't watch Forex at all. It's like XAU, USD or whatever. I don't watch Forex, but I know that it works there too. But here's the thing. What do we say about NQ? Right? We predicted a rejection off of this level, and look what it's doing. It's coming back. So this is why you can read the market without indicators. You can tell. Here's the story right here. This is exactly what we were talking about. Yep. So now we're watching gold. And I'll tell you, if gold can come back up, retest, and flip, I might go super light. Super, super light. Like one contract. And try and catch a sell. But I need this candle to be perfect. Otherwise, it's a no-go. It's a no-go trade for me. Because we have a bottom wick here, which tells me the price was down here, but the market buyers pushed it all the way back up. So, yes, it's moving in the correct direction now for a sell, but I need this. I need a retest. I need a top wick. If I don't have that top wick, I'm not in. I'm out. So this is where there's two setups here. The one we just saw in NQ that I disqualified, and then the one here on gold that I'm disqualifying. My job here is to disqualify bad trades or setups that are not going to pay out. Now, some people would argue, well, you're going to miss a lot of trades then. Yeah, but when I do win, I'll have a very, very high win rate. If I only take 2 trades in 1 week, but they both won, that's a 100% win rate. Like, how can you beat that? So there's a school of thought with each. The fact that this created a bottom wick first makes me nervous. I don't like that. It could flip. It could do a double tap. We'll have to see. If it gives me a nice retest, it comes all the way up here. And then it's like, sellers are in control, and flips back down and gets really past this wick, we might that would probably drop it to about a B minus setup. But it could continue. So then my probabilities are like 60-ish% that it's going to win. You know, doing spend enough time on the charts and you'll start doing this math in your head. And everybody sees the market different. Somebody could be looking at this right now and say, oh, that's a perfect opportunity for a buy. You know, I'm reading it as a sell or a no trade. Yeah, sounds good, Stuart. So we'll see. We got 12-ish minutes until the stock exchange opens, and then everything kind of needs a reset after that. But lately, I've just not been catching setups. I've just not been getting what I'm looking for, what I need. And everything I just showed you is what you learn in depth with the mentorship. It's a fully fleshed out system that, you know, the more you trade it, the more you trust it. If you guys are getting value out of this, would appreciate a like. Subscribe if you aren't already. Hopefully you're getting some value. I'd only ask you for that if I was providing you value. If you're like, nah, this guy sucks, I don't, then don't hit the button. But if you're like, yeah, all right, sounds good, then appreciate that. Oh, nice, Stuart. Excellent. Soprano, welcome in. I don't have a mentorship. I'm actually part of a mentorship. If you are interested in whose mentorship, then I can tell you and point you in the correct direction. Be happy to do that. There's plenty of us in here who are in that mentorship, and we all are walking the same journey. And we did a vote. We did a poll yesterday, and everybody recommended it. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate you, Arl. Yeah, anytime. Yep, excellent. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah, I just want to be able to provide some good feedback. You know, hopefully if you guys are trying to take trades and stuff, and I jump on stream here, I can tell you what I'm doing, and you can maybe learn a little bit. But I'm not a trading coach. I'm not a mentor. Everybody takes trades at their own risk, as you can see on screen. How do you backtest this strategy? It's already been backtested. Or do you mean, are you saying like to see if the strategy works, or how to practice it? Which one are you saying? Yeah, Daniel Holmes. Yep. Oh, you're in the Discord. Okay, cool. Oh, I appreciate that, Soprano. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you want to backtest it? There's a couple of ways. You can get a demo MT5 sim, as Zuma put in the chat there. That's a way you actually pay for it. There's a couple other ways. If you buy an account and you blow it, you'll keep the blown account. Right here is a blown ineligible account that I had from way back in the day. I can take trades on this blown account for free. and I can back test and I can do anything I want here, and it doesn't mean anything because the account is inactive. Sorry, it's active, but it's ineligible. I paid for the account. I purchased the account. I paid like $15 for it. Yeah, would have been tapped in here and been dodgy. Yep. And this is why you want that top wick. You really want that confirmation because now it could move back up. Ava Trade lets you have a demo account for futures. Nice. I didn't know that. That's good stuff, Shibby. Yeah, that's good stuff. The other thing you can do is if you have a brokerage, like I do, you can use like Thinkorswim. You can trade through your brokerage. That's a little bit more advanced though. Cancel that subscription? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. So these are my master accounts here, and then these are my dead subscription accounts. But yeah, once you cancel that subscription, then it's a dead account, and you can trade on it, and you can back test it. Like right now, I could go in there, I could open up 30 contracts, and it wouldn't matter. They don't look at any of that. You can do it. Sometimes I'll go in there if I'm like, oh, I'm itching to trade, but I don't want to take it on my funded accounts. Then I'll go in there and I'll trade the dead accounts for fun. Funded Next have free trials too, and you can even test challenges. That's sick. I like that. And Top Step has a free demo account. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Those guys that are doing that, Bullinox doesn't do that. They do this thing with the dead account, and I don't think it's intentional. I just think they're lazy. I think they just don't want to get rid of it or something. I don't know what it is. But the ones that are doing the demos, I think is pretty awesome. Good on those prop firms for doing that. So, yeah, gold is not doing what we were looking for, right? This is what I'm looking for. Not doing that. Look at the difference. See the difference? Wait, did it work? Hang on a sec. Hold on. Here we go. See the difference? Let me move it even more. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There's the difference between an A+ trade and a not A+ trade. No burger. Screenshot that if you want and put it in your notes. The difference between an A+ reversal trade and a not A+ reversal trade. Screenshot it, put it in your notes, and then look at it every single day until you have this image right here burned into your brain. And once it's burned into your brain, you'll be folding clothes or you'll be, whatever, making dinner or something, and you'll see this from across the room. And you'll run to your computer. I mean that. You'll run to your computer. You'll say, oh, I got to take this trade. I've been waiting all day for this. Now, sure, this trade right here, it's an A+ trade. It could be even more perfect. That's what's insane. But they don't come around very often. Like an A++ setup. This is about as close as I could get. And this was in New York, right here. And guess what time? Right after lunch. Right after lunch, it's set up. This is, I think, about a week ago. Yep, exactly. Copy, paste. That's what we're looking for right there. It looks similar, right? But you can start to pick apart why the one on the left isn't working out. Look at no top wick on the current candle. The green is falling right here. It's so weird. Moving up. You have this level here, just like you have this level on the good one. You're not always going to get this A+ setup, but when you do get it, it's going to be worth it. So we'll have to see how this current setup on gold plays out. But I recommend having some kind of journal that you're like, okay, this is what an A+ setup looks like here. And then, like, if you're doing the mentorship type 2 or type 1 and have those two, even maybe print them out and put them on your wall behind your computer. And so you're constantly referencing. Nope, nope. I can see why it's falling apart. Nope, nope. You do that, and you are going to automatically level up. Trust me. And you're going to turn down so many garbage trades. And here's the thing. If you don't do that, what's going to happen? You're going to take a trade or two, and you're going to get lucky. You might even get lucky for a month. You might make a lot of money. But your luck's going to run out. The market has a way of humbling you and taking it back from you. But if you trade a system that is proven and fleshed out by so many other people, there are professional traders in this world who trade this system every single day, then you can trust that. You really like TradeZilla's backtesting, you can trade in real time. That's cool. I didn't know that either. Yeah, I've only pretty much watched Bull and Ox and Top Step. And as you can see, gold right now is melting, right? But it did not give me a proper entry. So would have worked out? Yes, but it's a gamble. Do you prefer reversal to a breakout? Yeah, I like reversals. Those are my favorite. The reversals, to me, it's just aesthetically cleaner. Although on NQ, this is my favorite breakout, where it does this, where it moves and then it creates this little support level with a small inverted hammer and then continues. That one's my favorite too. But it's got to be in the right spot, and this one wasn't. And you know, you guys can challenge my wisdom by watching me say, look at all these rejection wicks and then see what the next couple candles do. You can see it's respecting this level. It's rejecting off this level. So my goal is maybe to point this stuff out to you guys so you can start seeing it for yourselves. Because the market tells you everything. Any discount coupons on Top Step? I'm not sure at the moment. I would like to, I'd like to get one. Yeah, I'll see if I can find one. I'll put it in the stream tomorrow. Try Onward 40 that Zuma just put in the chat. Try that, Onward 40. I think that one does work until the end of the year, because they had a day where all the trades were basically taken back. There was an invalidation, and they gave that out for new accounts. There's the bell, if you guys heard it. Stock market is now open, and it only works one time, and I think you get a free reset. Look at that NQ candle go. Look at that rejection. And this is why you got to watch out for NQ. It will go up and down and up and down. That's why I don't trade the opening candle. It was started green. Now it's red. Watch it flip green again. If you were in NQ right now, you're going to get destroyed. Yeah, absolutely, Bareth. You bet. Free reset only if you had an active account during the... Okay, that's good. Good to know. If you're in NQ right now, your trailing drawdown is just slowly disappearing. Because every time you hit profit and come back down, it erases part of your drawdown, your max loss limit. And it does it again, and it does it again, and it will just eat away at that drawdown. I hate it so much. This is why I avoid. Watch this thing. If this thing flips green and you're in this candle, you're done. Your account is blown. Yeah, look at that. Your account is over. Blown. Because of that trailing drawdown. Which sucks, man. It's like, I should just lose a couple $100. I shouldn't lose the $1,500. or whatever. Or $3,000. It's, oh, I hate trailing drawdown. I know everybody hates it, but it's just the worst. Eventually you get out of that. But until you get out of that, you got to deal with it. Yeah. Got destroyed like that on NQ last Friday. Then I tilted. Yep, exactly, Mitch. And the fact that you recognized it and you've even publicly declared it, it gives you the opportunity to fix it. And you can fix it. I have also been burned by this freaking candle many times. And I know people who still trade this opening candle. And it's not going to be long before they stop doing it, because it's going to destroy account after account after account. It's okay. It's good that the stock exchange candle is open and moving. I like that. It wakes up the market, right? It gets it going. It creates price structure. It allows us to get a setup, but you got to let it cool down. There's volume, and then there's this. This is volume, but it's back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's like a tug of war between buyers and sellers. If when you're a kid, right, you stand on one side of the rope and the other team's on the other side of the rope, and whoever crosses over the middle wins. It's basically what we're watching. We're watching a tug of war between buyers and sellers right now. Red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. And that's why the opening stock exchange candle is so dangerous. It just destroys your trailing drawdown if you're in a prop firm. Yeah. Big volatility. It's a mess. Stay out of it. Let it stabilize. Let it stabilize. Sometimes it's worse than a news candle. You took a sell on gold at the break of the previous candle? Yeah. Yeah, it didn't look bad. It did come down. But it wasn't what I was looking for. But yeah, if you hopefully you're out by now, Soprano. Hopefully you're out by now. At least take some partial. But if you're still in this trade, close 80% of that. If you've got 10 contracts, close 8 of them. Secure that profit. Move your stop loss to break even, and if it hits your break even, then that's it. You're done. It's a winning day for you. I like to move my stop loss into profit, so that way, because every trade you take, you have to pay fees. And those fees count against you in your trailing drawdown as well, which really sucks too. So yeah, that's good. Once you guys we've taken a few trades on stream, you'll see the whole setup. You'll see the whole system. You'll see the entry. You'll see the partials. You'll see the stop loss, the take profit, break even. You'll see all that. Just haven't had an opportunity to do it yet. I've done it twice on stream, but I haven't had an opportunity today or this week really. What we'll probably do is we'll probably watch through the 10 o'clock candle, which is in 25 minutes, and then we'll see what we're going to do from there. That'll be 2 hours in New York. I knew there was going to be a rejection off this level, but it just didn't give us the proper entry. It's possible we'll get another one down here, another reversal. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping this thing moves down, maybe creates some price structure here, and because we don't have a trend really, it's moving sideways, maybe we can buy gold from this support level back up. That'd be ideal. I don't know what NQ is doing. Maybe NQ will give us an opportunity to buy it back up as well. I do like this long bottom wick. If this candle can close green with strength, the next one might give us an opportunity. But it's got to get past this level right here. The mouse is frozen. This level. It's a small level, but it's still a level right here. So maybe we can get a buy above this right here. Yeah. I wouldn't buy above this level, but I definitely would buy above this major resistance level here because it's clean above there. That's why I have this level marked out. But who knows? Is it going to finish red, green? No way to tell. I think I've seen it flip red and green like 7 times now. Like it doesn't even have a direction bias yet. This is why we let it cool down, and then it'll pick a direction, and hopefully it moves in that direction. If you guys have any friends or anything that are thinking about trading or whatever, send them over to the stream. Have them watch us for a little bit if they're interested. Before they get themselves deep into trading, have them watch a stream like this. You can watch this stream. We got a stream at Asia, and then Dan, he streams London. So we pretty much have a stream running 3 times a day within the guys here that are in Daniel's group. So you can always catch a stream, whether it's New York or Asia or London. Sometimes you catch multiple. I know I do. Where can we find stream for Asia? Hey, Pez, are you still in here? Perry, you still in here? If he's not, I'll show you. Oral, I'll show you. Yeah, he's asleep. I'll give you a link in a second to his channel. Got another question for you guys. I'm gonna just post here in here for you to vote out of curiosity. If you don't mind throwing a vote in there. The question is, which 2 sessions do you trade or watch? New York and Asia, Asia, London, London, New York. There's the poll that you can vote. While you're doing that, I will grab the stream for Asia. And you guys probably already know about Dan's London stream, so I'll assume that you do. But if you want that link, I'm happy to provide that as well. I have a little bit of a friendly competition with Perry right now. First to 10,000 subscribers buys the other one a case of cigars. Or maybe a packet. Maybe a pack of cigars. I don't know. But nice cigars, yeah. Okay. Okay, this is Perry's stream. He trades Asia every night. Night for me, but he does the Asia session. Slowly catching up to him. He's got 17,000 views on his channel. It's pretty sick. Yeah, he's growing fast. It's good. Or tie for Sydney. Yeah, that's right, Brian. He said he's streaming every day, but I don't know. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he ain't. So I don't know. I don't know. I think he gets busy or something. I don't know. But he did say he wants to be consistent. Holy crap. My chart froze and look what just happened. Look at this candle. This is insane. Wow, NQ. All right, good to see you, Seal. Appreciate you coming in. Look at this NQ candle. Wow, what a melt. There was everything about the market said that it would not do this. But you just don't know sometimes. You just don't know what it's going to do. You just can't predict it. You can just do the best you can, and sometimes this happens where it just melts. But NQ has a way to do this and then reverse and come right back up. So be cautious. Trying to see. Here's a small example. There's a big melt there. It did come back up. It took a while, but it did come back up. Trying to look for a hard reversal. There's a hard reversal right there. Here you go. Here's a good example. Melt. Next candle came back up. This is actually a really nice setup. Yeah. I'd say this is a pretty good setup. Not perfect, but you could definitely take this one. You do have a strong candle here, but NQ has a way of completely reversing. It doesn't really work that great on gold. You can see over here, gold can also do the reverse melt, then reverse. And as they say, that it takes the stairs while it's going up and then it falls out the window. Let's see if I can find an example. Sometimes it takes the elevator. This one here it's taking the elevator or the escalator. But a lot of times it'll climb the stairs and fall out the window. There's all my garbage trays. Let's not get back into that. The market's moving though, which is good. So where's the next level on NQ? That's what we need. Oh, man. Looks like it's already kind of broke through that. But no entry. Didn't get an entry here. Massive melt. This happens a lot where it just dumps like this and there's just nothing you can do to catch it if you're following a system. Because it looks really good to the left here. So I'd say the next major level's down here. Yeah. Sometimes you just have days where you're just disqualifying trades left and right, and you just... There's a thing called 07 in the chat, right? 07. See ya. 07's in the chat. See ya. Right? That's basically what happened right there. There's your 07. Better than 6-7. So with gold, we're really going to need NQ to form some kind of structure now that it decided to melt, which is fine. It could definitely come back up and reverse. That'd be great. Might not though. Might not. We'll have to see. With gold, I'm still looking for if this current candle can create a nice bottom wick like it has. Just like this one here has basically had a rejection off this level. Yep, we have a nice level here. So if it can do that, then we can potentially buy it back up. But we also have news. What is this? News. I don't know how high impact that is or not. But if it does give us a nice reversal, we'll take that. If not, then I don't think we're gonna get anything for a couple of hours. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna check news real quick. So if you're watching on in the dark or something, I'm gonna bring in a bright screen. So flashbang, 3, 2, 1. Looking at news. Yeah, it's just orange folder. Home sales. Who cares about that crap? If you're wondering what site this is forexfactory.com. Good website for checking news. Let's look at tomorrow while we're here. Tomorrow, unemployment at 8:30. So we're going to have a similar day tomorrow. News. The day after that, good. Thursday, no news. Friday, no news. Okay, so we just have one more news day. No problem. Really would like to buy gold here. It's moved way too far from that. Oh yeah, that's right. Thanksgiving. I forgot about that. You're right, Nathan. Thanksgiving is although can you still trade gold? Yeah, I think you can still trade gold because since it's an American holiday, nobody in the world cares about American holidays. So I think you'll still be able to trade gold, but I think what Top Step and Bull and Ox will do is they'll probably limit how much you can trade. Like they'll close the markets at like 1 p.m. or something. But I believe the stock exchange will not. It will be closed, so it'll just be like trading Asia or Sydney during New York. New York's gonna be, but there's still volume. I still notice there's volume. A lot of stuff is restricted. Yeah, I still noticed a lot of people are like, "Oh, bank holiday. Nobody wants to trade bank holiday," and we've seen plenty of times in the mentorship that there's still good volume. So we'll see. 4 hour and the 1 hour close in 10 minutes. Big candles, big rejection possible here. And really need to let those candles breathe a bit. Yeah, I like what gold is doing. I would really love to see gold. Because you know how it is, Nathan, right? With this 4 hour closing and this 1 hour closing. New 4 hour candle, new 1 hour candles. Possibility gold is just going to leave without us. But yeah, if this current candle on gold could create something, it would be good. Yeah, for sure. Even NQ going back up would be all right. We got plenty of range. It just dropped. It's almost 600 ticks. So we'll see. See if we can get something here in the next few minutes. All right, let's check out what the results on this poll came through as. Is he gonna post? I don't know why it's not showing, but 13 votes on the poll. Most people watch London and New York. That's cool. I was curious about that. And then New York and Asia, 30%. And nobody watches Asia and London. At least from the votes. Yeah. New York and Asia are my two sessions, because London is at 3 in the morning for me. I have traded London before. If I have to work night shift, I'll jump on London. And it's kind of fun, 3 a.m. to hang out with everybody across the world. But for me, it doesn't happen very often. Yep, I'm liking gold and NQ. Look at that giant bottom wick on NQ. I feel like sometimes these markets lately, they'll present 2 trade opportunities at once. You'll sit around for hours and you'll get nothing. And then all of a sudden you'll get 2 trade opportunities at the same time. And it's challenging to, like, which one, you know. Yeah, I'm in aviation. I do a lot. I do a lot in the drone industry. And I work at an airport operations, behind the scenes, dealing with wildlife, dealing with, tenants and the terminal, and a lot of airfield stuff, air traffic control. If a airplane has an emergency, then I'll respond to that. There's a lot that goes into it, but basically airport operations, and then I also do a lot in the drone side. And I'm able to operate a drone at an airport in complex controlled airspace, which took me a long time to get to, but I was able to accomplish that. So when I'm working midnight shift, we were cleaning the runway, and I had to be out there to escort the contractor there. Oh yeah, I do love it. It's a great job. There's nothing like it. Every day is something different. That's what's sick about it. Like, I don't go into work and it's the same old crap every day. It's always something different. It's always something different. Scared of this right now, Nathan? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It is definitely awesome, Stuart. Yeah. How about yourself? What do you do in the world? Four-hour candle, looking pretty weird. Big top wick, big bottom wick. 4 hour is closing in 3 minutes. On gold, For NQ, the 4 hours closing also looks just as weird. I know it's a level and it's showing rejection, but sometimes they're traps. Yeah, when they look this good, yeah, it's good. Good observation, Nate. Especially with the 4 hour and the 1 hour, which can be high volume, high volatility, high volume. The 1 hour candle here, let's see how that looks. Also pretty ugly. Yeah. So, like, we're looking at potential buys, but both the 1 hour and the 4 hour are red. So, you got to take that into consideration here. If the higher time frame candles, are, look, the New York Stock Exchange is calling me right now. You see that? It says New York, New York. They're calling me. Who the hell? Why are they calling me? Stock Exchange is like, hey, stop telling our secrets. Oh my gosh. Yeah, better answer them. Hello? I'm walking here. Go get me a pie, huh? Forget about it. I don't know. I'm an idiot. I don't know why you guys watch me. It's all good fun. Yeah. Bagel. You know, in Tampa Bay or in San Francisco Bay, they don't have seagulls. They're called bagels. So stupid. So stupid. Yeah. Anyways. I got off track there. 4 hour and 1 hour candles are red, right? And we're looking at a reversal for a buy. 1 hour. So consider that the higher time frames are red. Now it's moving back up and we have this nice wick. But yeah, exactly, Stuart. Yeah, you're like, yeah, well, I don't want to watch your corny, terrible dad jokes. So look at that. The higher time frames are stronger than the lower time frames. Yeah, I know. Me too, Nathan. If you notice, I paused for a minute. That long bottom wick is nice on both. YouTube channels reached 6,000 views. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys very much. 6,000 views. I started this channel 23 days ago. All right, let's see here. Let's see what this is. I don't know. I mean, we have a lot of range on NQ. So if this wicks down, I think the only thing that's really going to make this a strong... My thing is freezing up. A strong case for a buy. First of all, we have this major level here, which is good, right? We get a nice drop here, a nice bottom wick. We could take it up, but you are going against the last 4 hours of color, which is red. Let's see what it does. Give it time. When it comes to the 1 hour and the 4 hour, you got to give it time. And if it leaves without you and it's just not ready, then you just got to let it go. And it sucks, trust me. It sucks. Both gold and NQ look pretty good. Gold looks, I don't know. Gold, you could say gold looks better, but this green candle should have been like this. Strength, right? To me, small, bigger, bigger. See how the red is getting bigger? That can be dangerous because it's showing seller strength is increasing. What are the chances it's just going to reverse and buyers are going to take over and it's going to go? Well, you do have this major level to consider. And it's not a crazy idea that you have a big red candle and then it goes green. So be careful with this one. If you take this one, if you're going to take this one, I'd say go low size. Yeah, it's exactly, Nathan. You can get trapped here. NQ is probably just going to melt. It might not even happen, Nathan. This thing might melt and then it all falls apart. But this is why we wait, right? Yep. This is why we wait for the proper setup. Now this comes all the way down here, rejects again, comes back up and flips green and has another long bottom wick. That strengthens the buy. Yeah, that strengthens the buy. But keep in mind that this could still, even if the setup gets better, you could still have a probability loss. What you want to do here is you want to evaluate, what am I going to lose here? Not what am I going to win? And it's a different way of trading that not everybody does. So what am I going to lose? Let's do a little bit of math. My entry is probably going to be right here if I were to take this. Where's my stop loss? Well, we want it to be underneath this level. It's 150, probably about 150 ticks away. Gold micros are $1 per contract. So that's $150 loss if I were to hit my stop loss just on one contract, one micro. 2 micros, $300. Do you see how it can get away from you really quickly? Do you see how you can lose a lot of money if you take the wrong setup? 150 is a lot. Now you could also shorten it a little bit, but you're still at 120. We're calculating our loss first. Who cares about the win? We're not supposed to win. We're supposed to lose. This is the stock market, right? You're supposed to lose. So we're calculating our loss based on this contract. Our stop loss is here. 120 ticks on gold is $1, so that's $120. On these are micros. On NQ, each contract is worth 50 cents. Micro. That's going to be $60. So you can take a little bit more. You can take 2, but NQ moves more. It'll move a couple hundred ticks, no problem. So if you are going to get into this, you have to be willing to lose $120 on one contract. If you're like, oh, I'm going to go heavy and I'm going to take, 5. Well, you're looking at a $700 to $800 loss here. And that's how you evaluate your losses first. By doing that, you'll know right away what your risk is. And then from there, if you decide to take that trade, you can calculate your wins later. It doesn't really matter what you win here. You need to figure out what you're going to lose first. That's more important. And it sucks to do it that way, but that's how you have to do it. That's risk management. Yeah, you bet, Stuart. To me, this is too big of a stop loss. I can't even take it. I can't even take it. It's too big. 120 ticks on one contract. It better be a freaking A++++ setup if I'm going to take this. I better have a guaranteed win. Half a contract. Yeah, exactly. Trust me, I'm sitting here watching this and yeah, I want to buy it when it has that, but I got to calculate my loss. Now, if I'm going to bring, here's our level. If I'm going to bring my stop loss in, where at the bottom of this wick, you're increasing your risk. You could also all right, it's moving up. I'm going to click it. I'm going to exit. Make $50, call it a day. If you do that, you get a rat scalp and you'll be out and done. You can do that too, but you better be quick. And it's risky. It's super risky. But I'm not even seeing a setup right now. It's not, like Nathan said, it's a bit of a trap here. It's not happening. Same with NQ. And what's going on here? It could be barcoding. So we'll see. This candle closes in 8 minutes. Again, the 4 hour and the 1 hour are red. Coming back up. But you got your trade? Yeah, absolutely, Stuart. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, hopefully you'll be able to get a little bit better after this session. 1 hour and 4 hour candles are important. You got to pay attention to them. It just doesn't look that great. Yeah, we got these long bottom wicks, which is nice. But sometimes on these higher time frames, and this is more advanced, you'll get what's called a wick fill. We have this giant long wick here on NQ, and the next candle will just fill it all up. So you got to be cautious of that as well. So I'm going to predict, but you don't want to predict, or the stock exchange will call you, that this is going to drop and fill this wick here, because that does happen. So I'm invalidating NQ based on that for a buy. Plus we're in the middle of this range. There's just a lot of reasons not to take it. And that's what sucks. This is the best way to trade, is just to, what are all the reasons to not take this trade? A good way to look at it too is I want to buy, but is there a case here to sell? This 1 hour's flipping. This is risky. Yeah. Looks pretty good though. I mean, I don't know. It's half-half. I'll tell you what, we'll take it on my demo, my dead account for fun. Just so we can show the process. This is a demo trade. Stop loss. Safe stop loss is way down here. 194 ticks. As soon as I click the button, yeah, a little bit late. That's why I took it on a demo. New York's gonna call me and say, hey, you need to reverse this candle. This guy's in. So this might work out. But if I were to lose this trade, and it's on a demo account, if I were to lose this trade, it'd be massive. So this is very risky. Honestly, 15 ticks is not bad. You know what? This is the kind of thing, there's a level right here. I'm going to just take a scalp. Now, if you look at the risk to reward, it's way off, right? This is why you have to stand trades like this down, because your risk is huge and your reward is small. Now, you could come all the way up here and that'd be about a 1-to-1. But you have all this junk to the left. There's a kind of a hidden level here that this could bounce off of, right? 19 ticks to close partials. This is just instructional. Let's see if I can move out of the way here. Close partials right here by clicking on these buttons. And then you can sell it. The entry should have been about right here. But let's just watch. This is why it's not a real trade. This is on a demo account. Let's just watch what happens. I'm showing you guys why all the analysis is important. If you decide to take a trade, what can happen? One hour is flipped green, which is a good thing. Same with the 30. But they're actually only been open for that amount of time. So the 4 hours green, but it's only been open for 15 minutes. It's exactly the same as the 15-minute candle. Yeah, I got my TP up here, and what I'll do is I'll do a partials close, and the way you do that is you want to do the opposite. So I bought, so I want to do a limit sell of 2 right there. If this candle comes down and breaks its own bottom wick, I want to get 50% out. So I'll sell 2 there. This is how you save money in a loss. And now we just let it do its thing. So what's going to happen? I'm hands off now, right? I'm hands off. What's going to happen now is it's going to either come up and hit my limit sell of 2. And when it does, I will move my trade to break even. And then from there, it's either going to rocket up and hit this, or it's going to reverse again and hit my break even. You guys will see that. I'm just doing this to show you the process because I haven't taken a trade in forever. Just show you this process on this fake account, dead account. So look, it's already 30 ticks at negative 30 ticks. This is where you can get trapped. This is why you have to do all the analysis. This is why I did not take it on my real account. But I wanted to show you. Could still work out. Hopefully it hits my limit sell of 2. I'm sitting on my hands right now. You know, I'm just waiting for the market. I've done my job. Let the market do the rest. Let the market do the rest. Take my partials, move to BE, and then that's it. Let's see what it does. So this would be, I would consider this, if you were to take your partials and then move up here, that would be a 1-to-1 trade, which you can measure with this tool. I got a lot going on screen right now. But we've been staring at boring ass empty screen candles, so, you know, here you go. So this candle's going to close in 30 seconds. By now, I've already been out of this trade because you really don't want to hold into the next candle. It's just not a good idea, in my opinion. And also, this candle did not rocket like I wanted it to, right? So now you might be thinking of getting out of this trade and waiting for a better entry. If this was a real trade, I'd probably exit right now. Because it's taken 15 minutes to move 20 ticks. Like, give me a break. That's just not what I'm looking for. You know, I'm looking for that high volatility, that volume, that spike, in, out, and that's it. Now watch it come all the way back down. If it were to hit my partials here, normally, you know, when you do 3 contracts, you want to try and close 50%. If it were to hit my partials at 50% and knock me out half, then my best bet there is to try and recover back to break even. And once you get break even, get out. That's on a losing trade. That's how you manage your loss. And you can always say, you know what, this isn't good. I'm gonna get out and save yourself some money. So let's see. Let's see what it does. Also, as you guys can see, I watched the trade in ticks. And I do that because I don't know how much money this is. I can do the math, right? But the emotion is gone. I don't have any emotion for this trade because I'm watching ticks. I'm just trading the candles. I'm just trading the setup. I'm not trading the money. In the very top left-hand corner, I've got all of my balances and stuff hidden so I can't see. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, so it looks like this candle is popping off. So what we're going to do now is if it hits this, we're going to move to break even. It's about to hit. Oh, I hate that. Oh, hit it. There you go. All right, now close that. Oh, come on. Moving my stop loss to break even. 2 to 3 ticks in profit. And the reason why is because it covers the fees for that. Every trade you take, you have to pay fees on it. Why is it all the way over there? There you go. That's what I want. So let's see. Is it going to knock me out or is it going to rock it? This is a hands-off trade. This trade right here this is how you trade every single day. This is how you do it. And I wanted to do it for demonstration. Let it hit either break even or take profit. Now I've secured profits, and I'm just letting this last contract run. Is it going to go all the way up there? I don't know. It might come up to here, and I just decide, all right, I'm ready to go get breakfast and close it and call it a day. But so far, 41 ticks is pretty good. You know, I'm pretty happy with a 41 tick trade. The reason I didn't take this setup on my real account was because it was just not, I wasn't that confident in it. But I wanted to show you guys. Left it for 5 minutes and we got a trade. No, this is a demo trade, Brian. This is a demo trade. I was just showing this process of how to do it. We got a lot of new people in here. Yep, exactly, Sylvia. Yeah, and it's a refresher as well. Like, I haven't taken a trade all week. And I didn't want to risk my funded accounts. Call me cautious, call me a wuss. I don't care. There you go. Hit break even, and we're out. It hit break even, and we took that into profit just enough to where it covers the fees. Now let's go look at the trade. Not very much, right? Still a win. Still a win here. This is an old debt account, so ignore all the other crap here, the candles and stuff. So let's look at the fees. It's right there. Here, that's so bad. Let me just hide the camera. That's what I want to show you. All right, $70 on the first one. We moved into break even, but I moved a couple of ticks into the profit, so that way the $3 that I made on that break even, it wasn't just break even and didn't just go zero. It actually covered most of the fees here. Not all of it, but pretty dang close. So that last contract is either going to run and you're going to make another 70 or 100 or whatever, or it's going to cover your fees. So it really was a $77 trade or whatever. $78 plus $3 puts us at 81. And then the fees here are about $4. So that gives us about 77. There you go. That's how we do it. Wanted to show you guys that. That's how I do it. I know some of the other mentees do it. They probably do it a little differently. That's how I've basically set it up to where it's mechanical. Like I said, I didn't even know how much money I made. And that's the big thing. I didn't even care. I didn't want to know how much money I made because I didn't feel emotion at all during that trade. Now, it was on a demo account, but that's how I trade every single time. I took the emotion out of it. I hit all my profits. I traded in ticks. And then when I went and looked at the calendar, I was like, yes, that's my celebration. You guys have any questions on that process? Let me know. Now look at it. It looks like crap now. That's on the 15. Barcode, like Nathan said. Oh, that's NQ. That's NQ. Here we go. GC. And then when you guys are done with that, you know, put your levels here, take your screenshot, journal it. And you can learn from that. Not a bad setup, but not great. Not great. Too much seller strength. And here you go. Right? We want to catch big moves here. We want to catch that pop. Right? That's what we want. And if it doesn't happen, get me out. I don't want anything to do with it. Yeah, exactly, Stuart. So there you go. Doesn't really look like anything's going to happen here on gold for a while or on NQ. Pretty ugly. Really ugly. What the hell is this? Yeah. All right, cool. So if you're going to keep trading New York, I would say you can trade New York for about the next hour and a half. I say this every day. Wait during lunchtime. Give it an hour break. Come back around 1. Yep, wait for lunch. The markets really slow down. They get really choppy. And then after lunchtime, 1 p.m. New York time, Eastern time. And then I would say stop looking at the markets by 2 p.m. New York time. For most of you guys, that's like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, depending on where you are in the world. So you're probably done anyways. But a lot of people don't know that New York has like a second session, and it's usually really good. It's usually better than New York Stock Exchange. So I'm going to wait around for that. I'm going to watch that off stream. And thank you guys for being here. Do me a favor, like the stream before we close it down and on your way out. I appreciate every single one of you being here. Sylvia, Brian, Nathan, Stewart, Paint. Missed your what's up there. Sorry, Paint. I missed you there. I was doing some analysis. But yeah, thanks for coming in. Joshua as well. Appreciate the live. Absolutely. I trade gold, NQ, and MES. We'll run another stream tomorrow. New York open at 8 o'clock. And we do have news at 8:30, so beware of that. But everybody that came in for the stream, I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much. Sylvia, you're awesome. Shibby, you're awesome. Alex, you're awesome. Candace, good to see you. Good to see every single one of you guys. So I'll hopefully see some of you in Asia tonight with Pez. And yeah, good stuff. Yep, see you later, Brian. Awesome. Awesome. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you again for everything, for subbing and liking. You guys are the best. Appreciate you. And the views. Views are going crazy like right now. So you guys are really doing that for the channel, and I appreciate that a ton. So hopefully my analysis and stuff can help you guys out. Awesome. Have a good one. See you.